showstopper performance. He was putting on a slam dunk contest using pregame warm-ups to do it. But when it came time to compete in a slam dunk contest, he is the only dude known for playing above the rim in the history of the game to never compete in a slam dunk contest. Connie Hawkins did it. David Thompson did it. Julius Erving did it. Dominique Wilkins did it. Michael Jordan certainly did it. Vince Carter did it. Tracy McGrady did it. Kobe Bryant did it. Hell, Harold Miner did it. Bud Webb did it. Nate Robinson did it. Zach LaVine did it. Aaron Gordon did it. The list goes on and on. But when LeBron James didn't participate, all of a sudden you had a lot of cats weren't willing to participate. And now we seeing the slam dunk championship come from some cat in the G League. McClung, who by the way was impressive, by the way, no throwing no shade at him. I mean, this is what it is. That's why I gave Jaylen Brown props a few years ago when he competed in the contest. He didn't have to, but he did. He wasn't worried about being scared of competing against, somebody from the G League. Do y'all remember what my idea was? I sat up there and I said, I will do anything, any role that y'all want me to play in sponsoring a nationwide slam dunk contest for the NBA to utilize All-Star Weekend. Let's have a nationwide contest. These cats get $1 million prize. A $500,000 prize for second place, a $100,000 prize for third place. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $1.6 million. You ain't got $1.6 million? In the NBA, you just signed $7 billion? You get a nationwide contest. You go any place, every city, every state in America. And the top 10 slam dunkers are all invited, free of charge, all expenses paid trip to All-Star Weekend for the slam dunk contest. Use them. How do you get the players involved? Let the players, I said this on First Take, Kendrick Perkins and others signed off on it. They loved it. I said, yo, let's have this contest nationwide. And after you have the contest nationwide, America, because I know y'all listening here in Canada, you got the contest nationwide. And the top 10 dunkers that we can find based on that nationwide contest are invited to All-Star Weekend. There's a first place prize, second place prize, third place prize. And if you want to be nice, throw in $50,000 for the other 7 that were allowed to come and participate and made it this far. $50,000 apiece. And call it a day. Hell, that's about $2 million total. What's the problem? And I said, let me tell you why. You can also have the players involved. The All-Stars, you pick your starting 5 from the All-Stars, and each of them sponsor one of the slam dunks. Like you just sitting there coaching, motivating them, that kind of thing. So you participating, but you don't have to actually dunk. At least we got cats that's gonna go out there and go all out and try to show out and show you what they got for a real slam dunk contest. Anything to make it compelling and interesting. Because it was ruined by the lack of participation, particularly from LeBron James. I've said this many times. I've always blamed him for that. Not for anything else, but definitely that. That was just a slam dunk contest. Now we sitting there making modifications and alterations to an all-star game that all it requires is a little bit of effort. Play a little bit of defense. Like when LeBron was going up against Kobe and clapping his hands, for Kobe to guard him. When Kobe returned the favor on another All-Star Weekend and he was guarding LeBron. When D Wade was going at it. When Melo was going at it. When you see these cats going at one another a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, all of this stuff, this new NBA All-Star Game format, United States versus the world. You know what's going to make it compelling? The world, not the United States, because the world is prideful. And you got cats, whether it's from Serbia, Slovenia, or wherever the hell they from, they take this stuff seriously. And they want their people competing. And when you ain't willing to compete and you gonna lollygag around, your native land ain't going for that. That's why these brothers don't shortchange you with effort. In America, that's what they do. They don't do that anywhere else. So I'm telling you, this is what matters. Every time I see something about all-star modifications, I get disgusted because it's the only reason it exists is because it's an indictment against the effort that has been given by players. Not playing any defense, giving up 140, 160, 200 damn points. Just a glorified layup line. It's embarrassing. Nobody likes it. Nobody respects it. It's humiliating. And it's not good TV. And it's not good entertainment. But it is of no fault to the NBA. This is about the players. Showing, yo, if you're getting paid, you can't snub your nose at the league. I think it's disgusting. I think it's horrible. And I don't like the fact that some damn kind of modification has to be offered. But if you are going to offer it, I do believe there should be a European team. Because you know they're going to try to beat the Americans. Because they know their countrymen and women, that's exactly what they want them to do. And they're going to go out there, and if you don't show up and give some effort, they're going to kick the Americans' ass. And that level of pride, one would surmise, would elevate your level of competitive fervor if you Team USA, even though there's going to be two teams. And then as a result, there's some little competition out there. Don't want anybody's back getting broken. Nobody want anybody's knees twisted. Nobody want anybody tearing their Achilles or something. But damn, you can show some effort. That's where I'm coming from with it. That's what I think works. And it's going to take the Europeans to pull it off. The Jokic's of the world, the Wembanyama's of the world. We got to see stuff like that. Lucas of the world. Think about some of the European players. Cats we know gonna be all-stars. Because the three of them that I just mentioned, we know those gonna be all-stars. And if the Americans don't show up ready to ball, they're gonna get their ass kicked. And oh, by the way,